Speaking in London, Mr. Brown said the world must find ways to help non-nuclear states obtain civilian nuclear power to meet energy needs and tackle the growing threat of climate change. He highlighted the forthcoming G20 London summit and said issues such as the potential of nuclear power shouldn't be hidden by current economic problems.
In just 2 weeks' time, the eyes of the world will turn to London as the leaders of the G20 meet to rebuild our global economy. At stake will be a global New Deal for our economic future, with decisions that I hope will remake the rules not just for a global economy, but for a global society. And the actions that we take in these coming weeks and months will define not only the economies of our world for the future, but the values of our world and the inheritance we will bequeath our children and our grandchildren. Amidst the pressures of this global economic crisis, there will be those who argue that other challenges are a distraction, that the global economy is the only concern where there is an urgency to act or the opportunity to seize a historic moment. But I think that is to profoundly misunderstand the world we're in today and the one that we together can build for tomorrow.
The Prime Minister said Iran will be a test case of how nuclear nations can work together with non-nuclear states to equip them with new sources of energy.
Iran is a test case for this new philosophy of the right to civil nuclear power with sanctions for rule breakers. And let me be unequivocal, Iran has the same absolute right to a peaceful nuclear program, civil nuclear program, as any other country. Indeed, the UK and international community stand ready to help Iran achieve it, as the opening of the nuclear plant at Bushehr already shows. But let me be equally clear that Iran's current nuclear program is unacceptable. Iran has concealed its nuclear activities, refused to cooperate with the IAEA, flouted UN Security Council resolutions, and its refusal to play by the rules leads us to view its nuclear program as a critical proliferation threat. Iran therefore faces a clear choice: to continue in this way and face further and tougher sanctions, or change to a UN-overseen civil nuclear energy program that will bring the greatest benefits to its citizens. And I hope that Iran will make the right choice and take advantage of the international community's willingness to negotiate, including President Obama's offer of engagement, rather than face further sanctions and regional instability. So I urge Iran once again to work with us, rather than against us, upon this. The opportunity to do so remains on the table, and the choice is Iran's to make.
The Prime Minister said Britain would help countries that commit to the peaceful use of nuclear power while taking a zero-tolerance approach to the spread of nuclear weapons.
For the sake of future generations across the world, let us ensure that the chapter of history we write together, our generation, here and today, tells the story of a common journey towards a world that is free from the fear of its own destruction. And let this be a journey of hope in which hard-headed cooperation by friends who were once foes define our modern age. And let it be underpinned by this new covenant of hope that brings us a truly global society, not of enemies fearful of each other, but of partners with a confidence to work together for peace.